Okay, so we are asked to add 112 plus 26. Now, the first thing you do when you see numbers that have more than just one digit, you do what I like to call the stack method. The stack method. Okay? And how do we do the stack method is um, how we do the stack method is very important, and this is how we're going to do it. We're going to put the top number, the biggest number on top, and the smallest number on bottom. Okay? And we're going to try to get them as organized as we possibly can. So we're going to put 112, and then we're going to put 26 underneath it. Now be careful, we do not want to put 26 right here under the two ones. Instead, we want to try to push over the smaller number as far to the right as possible. Now that doesn't mean like this, where we have the 6 hanging over. We still want them to align with each other. That's the key here. We want them to align with each other. Okay, so we're going to push it as far to the right as possible while still being aligned with each other. So we're going to put the 2 right here and the 6 right here. No matter what the problem is, whenever there's more than just one digit, whether it's 26 plus 56, see how they align with each other when we stack them? We don't want to have 26 plus 56 like that, where they're hanging out. That's the stack method. And then after you stack them, we're going to draw a line underneath it. That line basically means equal. Okay, and equal, as you know it, means is. Okay, if you haven't written that down in a journal, please do so, because this is very important. This is going to carry on over to algebra later on. Okay, and then so that bar means the equal sign. Then we're going to make sure we put our addition sign right there, so we know to add them. And we're going to add 6 plus 2. And how do we know which one to start? Well, in addition, you can start over here if you wanted to. It doesn't really matter, but generally you start on this side of the problem. So you're just going, if you can't visually see this very well, you can just put a box around those two numbers, a box around those two numbers, and a box around this number. That way you can see that 2 plus 6 is 8. And 2 plus 1 is 3. And 1 plus nothing is just 1. Or you can think of that as 1 plus 0 plus 0. So 112 plus 26 gives me 138. Okay, on the second problem, we're asked to add 56 plus 11 plus 2. Now remember what I said, we want to, if we can, put the larger numbers on top and the smaller numbers on bottom when we use our stack method. The only time you use the stack method is when you have two numbers that have that where at least one of them has two digits, or what you can call two place values. Okay. So we're going to use the stack method. We're going to put 56, and we're going to put 11. Notice how they align, they don't hang over, and then we're going to put our 2 underneath it. Do you think we're going to put our 2 here? No. We want to try and push it as far to the right as possible. We're going to put our 2 there. We're going to put our add symbol, and then our bar, which means equals, our is. Okay, so we're going to start with this part of the problem right here. Box it in if you want to. You don't have to. It's just so you can visually see it better. So 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 2, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9. And then 5 plus 1 is 6. So you're left with 56 plus 11 plus 2 is 69. So we're asked to add 242 plus 18 plus 195. Now, if you remember from the last video, we're going to use our stack method. And let's just say you somehow did not align them from greatest to smallest. Well, if you align them in the way that they were put, like this, 242 plus 18. Remember, we're trying to push it over as far to the right as possible without it hanging over, plus 195. Okay. And then we have our addition symbol and our bar, which means equals or is. Okay. So, since they're not in order, from greatest to least, you can still add them together, you know, but you're going to have to carry over some numbers. And how do you carry over numbers? Well, let's see. First, let's go ahead and box in the number so you can kind of see it visually, okay? So we're going to box in these right here, box those in. We're going to box these in. And then we'll go ahead and box this in. Okay. And now we're going to add it together. 2 plus 8 plus 5. Okay. So we have 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to add 10 to 5, which gives me 15. Okay. We're not going to put 15 down here. No, 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 no. Is just take the furthest number to the right, put it down there, so that's 5. That's part of the 15. And we're going to carry over our 1 to the next stack of numbers. We're carrying over this 1 from the 15 to our next stack of numbers. Okay? Because that number was too large. Okay? So we're going to add 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. And 6 plus 9 is 15 as well. Okay, so we're going to put down our 5. What are we going to do? Are we going to put our 1 here? No, we're going to put it at the top of the next stack of numbers. Now we have 2, 1, and 1. But we also have this space here. Remember, if there's any empty space, okay, any empty space, usually it just means that there's a 0 here, okay? 0 there, or you don't even have to add that 0 there. But an easier visual way you can see this is I'm going to kind of block it off like that, block it off like that. So you can see that these numbers add together, these numbers add together, these numbers add together. Kind of like tic-tac-toe in a way. And you're going to go 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4. So you're left with 242 plus 18 plus 195 gives me 455. And that's how you carry over using the stack method. Okay, so you might be wondering how the calculator works on the GED math section. And this is kind of what the test will look like. And you're going to be given an on-screen calculator. In an on-screen calculator, there's going to be a little thing right here that says calculator. And you're going to click on it. And it'll bring up this. and it's a calculator, as you can see. Now what you're going to do in order to add on this calculator, let's say you wanted to add 14 plus 6, you're just going to hit 1, 4, and then you're going to hit the addition symbol, and then you're going to add 6. Then after that, it's not going to automatically pop up. You have to hit enter. Enter means equals on this calculator. Enter means is on this calculator. Okay?